For our first story, we have I, 33 male, found my wife of 10 years, 31 female, secret boy toy. Help? NSFW. Edit to add. It wasn't for free vapes. They were just a prize she didn't turn down TLDR. Wife of 10 years jerked another guy off and let him finish on her. Got a few free vapes for it. I can't do this shit. I have absolutely no one in my life to turn to, so I turned to Reddit. I have IGDMs, but I don't know how to post more than 20 photos. I think I have 57. I, 33 male, found out that my wife of almost 10 years, 31 female, was having a little affair. I'm so broken over it. I don't know what to do. I'll be as short as I can, but I'm sorry in advance for rambling. My wife and I have been together almost 11 years, married for almost 10. We got together before I went into the military. We have 2 children together, an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. I trust this woman with everything. She's my rock. She's my world. I have a lot of issues within myself, and she's been there for me through everything. I don't deserve her, but I love her so much. Lately she'd been acting very suspicious. I've never had a reason to doubt anything about her. She's always been honest. However, lately she'd been acting shady. Like she was hiding something. She would disappear into the garage for a long time to vape. I don't want it in the house. Funny enough, she's tried quitting vaping at least 4 times this year. Every time I'd open the door to go in, she'd quickly change her apps or just lock her phone. Curiosity got the best of me, and I went looking. I noticed she was logging out of Instagram every night before she'd go to sleep. Fast forward. One day we're getting the kids ready for bed. I was helping the oldest with his shower, she was helping the youngest with his bath. She walked downstairs and left her phone. I caved. I grabbed her phone and locked myself in our bathroom. I snooped. I found it. She came back up, knocked, and asked if I had her phone. I said yes. I opened the door and said, "Who is guy's name?" She lost it. She screamed at me. She yelled at me. She cussed at me. She shoved me into the back corner of the bathroom and blocked any possible way I had out. I tried to remain as calm as I could. She kept begging for her phone. I said no. This went on for the better part of 30 minutes, despite our kids coming up and asking why we're arguing. She kept saying, "I'll just go back home with my mom." Mind you, we live 6 hours away from where we grew up. Finally, I told her that I'm going through the messages alone. She very reluctantly says okay, because she knew the jig was up. I went through the messages and my heart sank. We finally talked about it. I told her I wanted everything. Every last detail she had. I told her that, I don't know, I was stupid, I made a mistake, I wasn't thinking, etc. Were all not answers. She told me she met him at the vape shop. Remember how she'd disappear for a long time to vape? He asked for her IG, and she gave it, and they started chatting. I don't know where he's from, he mentioned Hungary a few times, but his English was not great. Anyway, it came out that she went to visit regularly. A couple of times, he told her to come in through the back door. One day while I'm at work and kids at school, she goes. They hug, they kiss. He puts her hand on his dick. One thing leads to another, and she's jerking him off. Not a dry one. She would use spit. When she felt like he wasn't getting the right pleasure, she'd get more spit. When she felt he wanted more, she'd play with his balls. He took her shirt off, exposing her bra. She popped her boobs out for him. He never touched himself, only she did. When he came, she made sure he came on her boobs. The story goes she cleaned up, got a free vape, and left. She tells me she was uncomfortable the entire time. She tells me she did it, just to get it over with so I could leave. My wife is a feminist. If I ever touched her or suggested something that she didn't like, it was always a hard stop. Which is fine. If she stops me when she's uncomfortable, why did she jerk this guy off to completion if she was so uncomfortable? She said she hated every second. Based on messages, I don't think that's the case at all. She says she had no idea of the intentions, and she had zero intentions of doing anything, but who goes into a vape shop through the back door just to chill? I told her I wanted her to go with me to the vape shop and tell the guy she's busted, and she has a husband. He knows she has kids, but I was always referred to as their father. Ultimately, we agreed she'd call via IG video message and tell him what happened. It took me hours to get her to do this, because I'm convinced she has feelings for him. I let her talk me out of reporting him. He mentioned he'd get sent back home, because, as I said, I'm convinced she has feelings for the guy. She did. She blocked him. I can't stop thinking about it. Every time we discuss it, more and more new details emerge. She's still hiding things and I had to dig them out of her. I've slept maybe 10 hours the last 4 days. We had a discussion last night about why I felt so defiled. One of my favorite sexual things is seeing her on her knees, waiting for me to finish in her. I never knew this until the first time it happened, however long ago. So, in my mind, I always had this additional deep physical connection with her, that I had with no other person before. It was a euphoric feeling to me, because I had never had the experience of finishing on a partner while they were in their knees in front of me. I told her that that's ruined for me now, because she let a guy she'd been talking to for just a couple of weeks so the exact same thing, for a few free vapes. Then, last night about 12:30 to 1 a.m. after hours of mental anguish, I was at the end of my line, if you catch my drift. I needed her compassion more than anything. She screamed at me that she was tired, falling asleep, wanted to be left alone to sleep, and didn't want to deal with me. I love this woman. I can't lose her. She's the sole reason I'm still alive and have what I have today. I don't know what to do. So, I let this sit for 3 days before posting. A few things I forgot or learned since. She says, I have to drop my son off. For clarification, she believes our son is autistic, and the center she found and set up appointments for him is 2 miles away from the vape shop. Convenient. One of the days things happened between them, I had just gotten home from work. I have about a 75-minute commute home. As soon as I got home, she immediately asked me if I'd watch the kids so she could go to get a vape. They kissed. Tongue and all. Then kissed me as soon as she got home. She says to him, I won't be able to resist you. I've been with this woman 10 years. I've never heard her say that to me. Thank God for Mother Nature coming when she did with my wife. Otherwise she fucks the guy. She told me she wasn't taking her medicine. Notice at one point she says, I'm taking anxiety medicine so I can calm the hell down. We all know why she needed to calm down. He complains about her going in for 4 minutes on a Saturday. Myself and the kids were in the parking lot. She made us go there so she could see her boy toy. I'm done with the post. It's already too long. I'm sure I forgot things. I'm an emotional wreck. If you made it this far, thank you for letting me vent. You don't know how much I needed it. That's the end of our first post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, dude. Lawyer up, pronto. Gray rock her. Move into a separate bedroom. You will never trust her again, and deservedly so. Time and distance will heal the pain. Allow yourself time to grieve. Our second commenter says, call a lawyer, start the divorce process. Our third commenter says, if you can't lose her, then all you do is show her she can get away with it after a little time and argument. She will get better at hiding it. When you are the one more deeply into the point you cannot accept the reality of what you must do, then the next time it is on you too. There will be a next time. She has no respect for you. For our second story, we have I, 26 female, told my boyfriend, 28 male, about my abusive ex and he became abusive and thinks I should forgive him too since I forgave my ex. Am I the problem? I was with my boyfriend for 2 years, things were great and amazing. No real issues. I told him about my ex-boyfriend who was physically abusive. I told him the whole story including the times I forgave him but ultimately we obviously broke up. I opened up about being a chronic people pleaser and struggling my whole life due to childhood trauma. I only told him because my ex requested to follow me on Instagram and I was acting strange the whole day because of it. It gave me some anxiety and he could tell. We ended up staying awake until like 4 a.m. talking. He was sad about it when I told him and said he would have never expected any of that. Well yeah, I guess I don't seem like a victim. Recently we had an argument about something and he started pushing me. I told him to stop doing that and he slapped me. I immediately left. He texted me and apologized and I told him it's over. He said he deserves a second chance because I forgave my ex so many times and it's unfair that I dump him after one time. I feel like I'm in a nightmare. Is there something wrong with me? Genuinely. I don't understand. Maybe I'm the problem. That's the end of our second post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, greater than is there something wrong with me? Only if you get back together with him. Forgiving is a part of the healing process, but you must also learn from your experiences. He's an abuser. Don't go back to him. You did nothing to deserve that treatment, because it is never okay to hit people. Our second commenter says, no. You are not the problem. Forgiving your ex was a mistake. One you are not willing to repeat with this one. Stand strong. You deserve better. Our third commenter says, it's not your fault. He's a toxic human who used your past in order to take advantage of you. You didn't deserve and should definitely stay broken up. Block him too. For our last story, we have I 25M just sent my girlfriend 26 a Valentine's Day bouquet in December by accident. What can I say? I 25M decided to send my girlfriend 26 of 6 months a bouquet of flowers today. I ordered from a local florist. It's already too late to cancel, but I now realized I ordered a Valentine's Day themed order. It comes with a stuffed bear and a Valentine's Day card. I feel so embarrassed and like an idiot. I should have double-checked what I was ordering. I am hoping the florist was smart enough to change it, but I do not know. My phone has been in airplane mode because I am afraid she will be like, what the fuck? I am worried how she will take it. What can I say to her or fix this situation? That's the end of our last post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, dude. Take your phone off airplane mode and talk to her. It's not the disaster your anxiety is telling you it is. She'll just be stoked at the gift. Our second commenter says, so, funny story, I made a mistake. Our third commenter says, tell her every day with her is Valentine's Day. Edit. Thanks for the awards. That's all for today. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.